Hello, this is John Paval with Access Arts Live. The camera has started a little early, so we're going to be on the go. I don't want to stop it and then try to make this work again. I'm here at the St. Eustache Church in Paris for today's weekly organ recital, which will be in just about 20 minutes at 5 o'clock European time. Here's the church. It's an immense structure, and it has a Van den Heuvel organ that I can tell you about. The Van den Heuvel organ was actually built and installed by accident. Back in 1977, there was they needed a new organ at Saint Eustache, and so they held a national competition, as the French love to do, and an organ builder was chosen. 6 years later, they still hadn't finished making the organ work. Excuse me. It's cold season in Paris, the change of seasons. But anyway, so they did another competition, and they brought in Van den Heuvel from the Netherlands to get the job done, and they built a magnificent 101 stop 5-manual organ, which you're going to get to hear in just a little bit of time, played by Baptiste-Florian Marle-Ouvrard, who's the titular organist at Saint Eustache. And in fact, he was chosen with another competition back in 2015 to replace Jean Guillou. And Jean Guillou was the organist here at Saint Eustache when they built the Van den Heuvel organ, and it incorporated several of his ideas about what he ideally would want to have as an organ that he'd be playing regularly. So it has, we're told, a very distinctive sound compared to a classic French symphonic organ. Now, what I wanted to do this live stream about was to tell you about the music that he's going to be playing, because he's going to be playing the music of Jehan Alain, who was a French composer who lived from 1911 to only until 1940. Only lived to be 29 years old, and yet he left behind a body of work which many consider some of the most original organ compositions of the 20th century. He was born out in Saint-Germain-en-Laye, which is out in the western suburbs of Paris, where I often go to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. When you're in Saint-Germain-en-Laye, you're on the edge of the basin in which Paris is located, and you can see Paris and its skyline from there, but you're not stuck in all of it. His father was an organist and organ builder who actually has studied with Louis Vierne. So, you know, the French organ establishment has its fingerprints all over Alain. And but so he learned from his father and then other organists that his father knew. By the time he was 11 years old, he was a substitute organist at the church out in Saint-Germain-en-Laye. Then when he was 18, then he was inscribed at the Paris Conservatory, where he would study with Marcel Dupré and Paul Dukas and people like that, and compose a body of work, including a requiem, including a number of piano pieces, which you'll sometimes heard played at piano recitals, and the pieces that Marle-Ouvrad is going to play today, which includes 3 dances and variations on a theme, and his most famous work, which is called Litanies. So it should be a sumptuous afternoon played on a magnificent organ. I'll tell you a little bit more about that organ and about a little bit more about Jean-Baptiste Marle-Ouvrard a little later. But I think now it's time for us to go in and get a seat, because these concerts are very well attended. Even though very often it's just the resident organist like Marle-Ouvrad who are playing, they regularly draw a crowd of about 200 people. I mean, all the seats that they have available in this section of the church are filled up every Sunday. And I can tell you, you know, we promote the live streams of all kinds of organ recitals during the week. I can tell you there are organ recitals during the week where very well-known visiting organists come in, and they're playing to about 10% as many people as they play to every week here on Sundays at the magnificent Saint Eustache. So here's the doorway. I'll be going in. You're welcome to join me. I will be logged in on the YouTube channel, which you should have the link to in the comment section. And you're welcome to jump in on the comment section to say hello to me. I will have the phone on silent, but I'll be following any commentary that's going on the YouTube live stream. So ciao for now, and we'll see you soon on the other end of this concert.